Good morning. What you doing? You just being precious. Okay, so good morning. We're gonna do another vlog today, and I'm actually gonna go over like her nursery or Montessori room, whatever you want to call it. Basically, her bedroom. I would say it's about 95% done. And I've kind of been waiting for the 100% before I did this, but everything else that needs to get done are just like little things. And I kind of wanted to, while it looks great, get a video in about it. So this morning, she has already woken up right around 5:40. Last night I put her to bed around 8. And then we did a dream feed around 10. And she had about 2 ounces. Then she slept all the way through until 5:40. So that's pretty good even with the time change yesterday of springing forward. So yes, little miss is now 4 months old. And she is getting so big. Like, she pretty much fits in 6 to 9 month clothing fairly well. I'm sure the cloth diapers play a part into that for sure, as like the bulkiness of them helps her to fit into clothes a little bit better. She's staring at this balloon. We have a balloon. Oh! Listen, that balloon has been like hanging out next to the ground, so I thought if I pulled it up it was just gonna float back down. That scared me. Are you okay, baby? Anyways, she loves balloons. You love that balloon, huh? We are back on space heaters. The gas heat only lasted us like 5 weeks. 6 max. I'm pretty sure it's closer to the 5-week mark. For 100 gallons, which our tank is $150. So 100 gallons would be $400. You guys know how expensive gas is right now. There's just no way that we are going to spend $400 on 3 more weeks of heat when we could spend $100, $150 on 2 really good quality space heaters. Just go off of those, especially with like spring kind of rolling around. So that's what we did. We ended up getting 2 really good space heaters that do like the best job that we've had any space heater do, as far as like warming the house, keeping it warm. The only thing that I would say is that whenever you put it in a room with the door closed, sometimes it can make it just like a tad hot, but you know, you just kind of like play around with the temperature controls and it's alright. Again, it's the best we've ever had, so I can't really complain. But you know, one space heater stays in our room and the other space heater that's really good stays out there, and we have 2 other space heaters that are like ones that we can't keep on overnight because the cords get real hot. I have those on, all of those on in the house, so it's starting to get warm out there, but we're probably going to be in here for the first part of the day since this is the warmest room in the house. The rest of the house is like 61 right now, even with one of the heaters running all night. So we have gone through Lauren's Sleep in the City Baby Sleep Academy. She has a couple different courses. She has courses for newborn to 3 months. She has a course for 3 to 4 month regression. She has a course for Baby Sleep Academy, which is 5 to 18 months. I went ahead and got the Baby Sleep Academy so I could kind of get an idea of, you know, what we're looking forward to. But I already knew that a lot of the things in the Baby Sleep Academy were things that she already does as far as sleep. We just needed to perfect them, fine tune them. Okay, if I move the balloon up here, can I get up? There. Okay, we've got that other heater turned on. Oh, bless you. Where'd that darn balloon go? We didn't want to jump into the program full blast until she's 5 months because that's what's age appropriate. However, we have adapted some of the things from that program for her now at 4 months, and it has really helped her. Even though I knew that a full sleep cycle was 45 minutes, I've known that since college when I was trying to figure out whether I should take a nap or not, because if I knew if I didn't have a full 45 minutes, I wasn't going to feel rested and there was no point. I still sometimes took the 20-minute nap. Always regretted it, waking up more tired than I did when I went down for the nap. So I knew that, but I thought for her age group it was okay for her not to get full sleep cycles. But that really doesn't make sense. Your baby, you know, because as a newborn sometimes they take those 20-minute naps and that's supposed to be okay because they're going to get up, eat, and then kind of go back to sleep. But, you know, at her age, really like that full 45-minute sleep cycle is something that would benefit her because she's able to actually get fully rested and get through that deep sleep phase of her sleep cycle. We had just kind of been, anytime she got up around the 30-minute mark, which was pretty typical, we would just go get her, you know. And the nice thing about that, at least, was she rarely ever cried. Another thing in the program is that if your little one is crying when they wake up, that means they're still tired more than likely. So that wasn't always happening with her, but sometimes it was. What we did is we decided to elongate her wake windows. We were already doing the eat, play, sleep cycle, so now we elongated the wake windows so that the naps were also longer. So now we're trying to do 2-hour wake windows and hour and a half capped naps. So she needs to sleep at least 45 minutes for a nap and max an hour and a half. And that's kind of the schedule that we've been working with her, and so far it's been doing really well. She has liked sleeping on her belly, on her bed. I think the firmness of it really helps her to kind of like roll. She rolls the most on her bed. So what we've been doing is, because once you start the program, in order for it to work, you have to have 90% adherence to the program, meaning she would need to be in her bed at least 90% of the time. So right now, you just love that balloon. That's so silly. That balloon is so silly. Right now we are letting her sleep in our bed at night. And if you would have told me that I would have been letting our baby sleep in our bed and bed share with us, if you would have told me that a few months ago, I would have been like, absolutely not. That's not safe. I will roll over on my baby, yada yada yada. They say if you're going to start bed sharing, best time to do it is the 4-month mark. And there are 7 S's for safe sleep. For safe sleep in bed with bed sharing. And I think it's like you have to be like a non-smoker and you have to be healthy. I know that's not an S. I can't remember what all of them are. You can't be sick. That's what it is, maybe. But there's like 7 of them. And as long as you're following all of the safe sleep bed sharing rules, like you're fine. And here's the thing, like your conscience, like your subconscious, I guess, when you're sleeping, does not let you roll over on your baby. But what we do, we have like her own space in the middle. That's like important, that in your bed they still have their own space. So in the middle we put, you know, instead of a pillow, we just keep a burp rag underneath her for spit ups. And what we do is we kind of wrap a blanket up. Here, I'll show you actually. I don't know, she might be mad. She wants to watch this balloon. Let me see if I can put her in her chair. Okay, so you take a blanket. This is what we do. I'm gonna do this. I'm just showing you what we do. We twist it around like this, so it forms kind of like a barrier or a wall. And you put it in a U shape, and the baby's head is like at the top here, and their feet are at the bottom of the U. And this has helped too for her not to roll into us. Because even though she has the same instincts we do, she prefers to sleep on her belly, and it's really hard on our bed to do that, like for her to flip onto her belly when she's in this. You want some toys? Yes? You want some toys? Today is Monday. On Friday, it was 70 degrees. Like, it was so hot. I was in short sleeves and shorts. Not even joking, you guys. Saturday, the next day, we had 5 inches of snow. I will put a picture here of where I measured it at. The reason it stuck, I think, is because it rained ice first. It's sweet. Oh, yeah. Ooh. Yeah. Well, I think Mama's gonna put Little Miss in the carrier so I can go eat and get some coffee. Technically, she's not supposed to be forward-facing until she's 6 months old. But I did some research, and basically being forward-facing has more to do than with how well they can hold up their head versus an age. We don't keep her in here for long periods of time because of that. And the way that this is built, she has support to lean onto. But she gets mad for the most part. Unless she's really tired, she gets mad if we put her facing us. She wants to see out. She wants to see all the things. So the awesome thing about this carrier is it's going to grow with her up until 18 months. So while I'm in here, do you guys want to see our new dishwasher? It was $650. And it still kind of looks cheapish, but it's fine. It is what it is. So here it is, our new dishwasher. It has controls on the top, and everything inside is plastic, like the rack is. That blue thing is supposed to be like extra power to the water distribution. You know you're an adult when dishwashers get you excited and you're like, the specs on this dishwasher. She loves watching the fire for these heaters. Carnation breakfast this morning. I switched between doing this and having a protein shake in the morning. Sometimes I'll have cereal or an apple too if I'm really hungry. I know that protein is what's important, especially in the morning, so. So I'm actually going to do like a little tour of her Montessori floor bed room.
What's it like to be the one that he turns to when he's out of answers? What's it like to be the one
couple things. We're keeping a little chair here for now. Eventually it will become practical. And once she starts crawling, I'm torn on whether I want to keep it in here or not, because it's kind of pokey. I just like don't want her falling onto it, poking an eye out. Right now we have a heater in here. Obviously she cannot crawl yet, so that's okay. Next year that's gonna be a different story. I don't know what we're gonna do next year. We'll have to see what's gonna be safest for her. That's another thing, is this outlet right here will be covered up by the time that she can crawl, so she cannot access it. That's where we plug in like her little night light. So this is a gather mat down here. I will try to get a discount code on that for you guys too. This is the Newton mattress. I believe I have a code with them. I'll have to check. I know I at least have a link for them. And then a mirror. She absolutely is obsessed with this mirror. It is her favorite thing in this whole room. And she will roll towards that mirror and snuggle up against the mirror. Very cute. We have a chair in here for now because we don't have anywhere else in the house to put it. But it has, here it is. It has a spot here. I don't know if you can see that. You see where that's like poking through? That's like uber sharp. It's like a screw. I just don't want her to get to the point where she's pulling up on the chair and catching herself on that somehow. Are you just playing? Oh my goodness. Yeah. So right up here is her Wise camera. That is our favorite camera. If you're on my Instagram, I put out there something about the Owlet camera, so I wanted to talk about it here. So the Owlet camera is a $400 camera, and the quality is worse than that $30 Wise camera. No joke. So they gifted that to me in order to do a promo for them, and I truly do love the Owlet sock. Obviously I said yes to doing a post for them when they said, hey, we'll give you the camera and the sock, because I thought a $400 camera was going to be better than that. And obviously I couldn't just like bash the camera. I was given the product to promote it, so I was going to carry that out. And I mean, I tried to make sure that when I was talking about the camera, I still stayed true and didn't like lie about anything. I didn't say anything about the quality. I said something about the temperature sensor, which was like legitimately helpful at that time, even though I'm not sure that the temperature sensor is even correct either, but that's besides the point. I just want you to know that if you're here on my YouTube, you and I know that that camera is just like, no, like don't do it. But the Owlet sock, I mean, 100% worth it. I will love that forever. So Montessori rooms usually don't have stuff like this. This is where we tweak. You tweak to, you take what you know, you take what you love, you take what you think is right as a parent, and then you just do it, right? So this is never going to be a channel where I tell you, you should be doing this, you should be doing that. I just say, hey, these are Montessori principles, this is how you do it. If you want to do it that way, if you don't, yada yada. That is a charcoal bag. It's supposed to help with moisture. So this thing right here, we do plan to actually screw it into the wall and anchor it. Same thing for that mirror, by the way. It is currently being held up to the wall using very strong, I don't know what it's called. It's like a double-sided outdoor tape. Like, I think it's by 3M. And it's extremely strong. And it's meant for like outdoor, like you put it on the back of outdoor decorations and stick it to whatever surface you want outside. It's amazing. So I have several pieces of that on that mirror. It's pretty sturdily on there. However, when she gets big enough to be grabbing at it, yeah, we're going to be screwing that into the wall. So yeah, this is getting screwed into the wall as well. I know you see cords back there. My plan with the cords is to put things on the back side of where these like where these are right here, like put on the back side of those just like some clips where I can kind of put the cord so she can't like reach through the cubby and grab at it. But we do have it set up so that basically when she wants to get up out of her bed and play, she can explore that. And when she starts crawling, this will be a little bit, like I said, better too. Right now I kind of just have stuff in here. I'm not going to keep all of these books in here. This is only here for now, because obviously I don't want her pulling out a bunch on top of herself. So I'm just going to probably put one book here, or put a book on the bottom, put a soft toy on top. That's the idea, is I'll probably put soft toys on top, harder toys that are wooden on the bottom. But just putting like one thing in each cubby, and then that way she has an opportunity to explore on her own. I also have this piggy bank up here that was gifted to us. That is probably going to be moved. So yeah, we'll probably try to find a way to anchor the sound machine and camera in there as well, so that they don't fall on her either. Okay, let's go potty. Okay, lift your bottom up. Lift. Lift. Good. I saw you trying. Alright, Mama's gonna open your diaper now. Lift. She tries to roll off. Alright, sit up. I think we were a little late and she already peed in her diaper, but I like to give her the opportunity every time anyways. Okay, you all done? Going to the potty? All done? Lift up your butt. Good. Good job. Legs down. Perfect. Alright. This leg down. Thank you. Yeah. Okay, we're going to lift up your butt. Lift. We've been doing things for her diaper changes where we allow her to have an opportunity to help the process, meaning that we let her try to lift up her bottom, or when we're putting on shirts, I tell her, hey, I'm going to put this over your head. She freaks out less. And then when we're putting her arm into her sleeve, she does the pushing of her arm through the sleeve by herself. And same thing for pants. The legs of the pants, she'll kick her leg through. So as long as we're like helping her know, like, hey, go ahead and put this leg in, or go ahead and put this arm in, then she knows and she'll do it. Okay, we're gonna put you in your sleep sack. Alright, I just went and put her down and she has already stopped fussing. We do not do the cry it out method. What we do is, cry it out by definition is when you let the baby cry it out no matter what, no matter how long, and you shut the door and you like ignore them completely. That's not what we do. We do let her fuss, because when a baby is tired, they're going to fuss. That is natural. And what we do is what we call wellness checks, and this is actually part of Lauren's program. So every 15-20 minutes, if she's still crying after 15 minutes, which we are less than a week. I think we're like 5 or 6 days into doing this program, and she's already at the point where we lay her down, and for the most part, as soon as we shut that door, she stops crying. We walk out of that room, she's like, okay, it's bedtime, it's fine. And eventually they'll get to the point where we'll put her down and she won't cry anymore. But again, only 5 days in. I'm not saying that if you do this program, your baby's gonna be the exact same way. Every baby is different, we all know that. Little one has been sleeping for an hour and a half, so let's go get her.
This is the outfit we're gonna put on today. Grogu! Alright, Mama's gonna put this over your head now. Alright, this arm first. There we go. I'm a dress. Sorry, my battery died. I can never, it's either the battery or the card gets full. Just one day we'll be able to invest in a really good camera. She was like, hey, I want that. Oh, I'm getting it, darling. There you go. Eventually, the plan is for me to work when she's napping, when she has consistent naps, as far as like what time of day she naps and what time of day she wakes up and all of that. So right now, I'm still working with TurboTax. However, it is a temp position and I've learned more about it. So, you know, originally I was like, oh, it'd be great if I could stay on and be one of the top performers in the company so that I could stay on. What I found out is that the summer months are extremely slow, and they go down from about 3,000 GBAs, which is like I'm a GBA, 3,000 GBAs down to 100. And the summer core team, that's what the 100 is called, they have so few hours available that you're lucky if you get to work 10 hours a week. And basically, like, they have scheduled drops, so they open up schedules and you have to sign up for them as fast as you can, and you're lucky if you get 10. Obviously I can't do that. So what I have heard though is a few weeks before the last day of working with TurboTax, which they have not given us an end date yet, but a few weeks before, they are going to send us an opportunity to switch over to another client that is coming on to Omni. And this job, I don't know who it's for or what it's about, but it's supposed to have a lot of hours, enough to where 40-hour weeks are going to be like doable. I don't know if there's going to be chat available or if it's just going to be like taking calls. I prefer doing chats over calls, and I've been doing chats for a while now and I love it. So I'm hoping that this other opportunity does allow for that, but we'll see. So yeah, it looks like probably what I'm going to do is whenever that opportunity comes available, I'll be working and training for that at the same time so that I don't miss out on paychecks, since training is usually unpaid. And then so I'll let you know what job I end up getting into. I don't know if you can see her hair. It's really starting to come up. You can kind of see it up there. She is like, Mom, what the heck? Why'd you take away my bottle and shove the camera in my face? Jeez, Mom. Jeez, Mom. Mama loves you. Alright, bye for now. We'll see you later.
He doesn't know my name, and I'm running out of time. I wish you felt the
to the 2-hour mark, but I could definitely tell she was getting tired. And by the time she falls asleep, it'll probably only be 15 minutes short of 2 hours as far as her wake window. So right now, she's kind of fussing a little bit. Can you see that she looks directly at the camera? She knows, because a couple times we've talked to her through the camera. She'll look directly at the camera, just like that. Like, how dare you leave me in here by myself? But she's fine. She kind of like whined a little bit as soon as I closed the door, but it's been like literally 30 seconds. I just turned on the camera as soon as I came out here. You can see she's still awake. I set a timer for 15 minutes. If she is still awake but not crying, we don't do wellness checks, only if she's crying, for the full 15 minutes. So you can see this program is awesome. And honestly, like, I don't get anything from promoting this program. I just wanted to be clear about that. I get nothing, but I just actually genuinely love it enough that I want to talk about it. So I feel like I'm really on top of everything, which is really good going into the summer, because I'm going to want to spend a whole lot more time outside than inside. Get the 1,000 hours. We're trying to do the 1,000 hour challenge. So for the whole year of 2022, trying to spend 1,000 hours outside. In fact, I have the wagon ready, and whenever she gets up and I change her, we are going to go on a walk. And pretty much almost every day I try to get out there for a walk with the wagon. And if it's really nice out, then I will set a blanket out outside in the sunshine. And I'm very careful about how I let the sun affect her or be on her. I might in passing kind of let the sun be on her, but for the most part she's in the shade. That's currently what we're doing. I know vitamin D is really good for you. I know being outside is really good for your mental health, and just like for her too, like being able to explore outside. So we will see ya whenever we're doing a walk outside.
What's it like to hold his hand when he tells you that you're all he wants? And it's midnight, oh, I'm thinking about him. I have got him on my mind, but he doesn't know my name, and I'm running out of time. I wish he felt the same, and I'm acting stupid like every day. Don't know what to do or what I should say, 'cause I have got him on my mind, but he doesn't know my name.
Change your diaper. Sweet girl. Let's go potty. Potty. She is still looking at the cards over here. So on her time, we get up. See, now she's looking away from the cards, so I can ask her if she wants to sit up. You ready to sit up? Okay, let's sit up. You gotta work for it, honey. There. There we go. We just spent a long time playing on the floor, and I honestly just completely forgot to grab the camera, so oops. In just a couple hours, a little less than that, Daddy's gonna be home. She's got a nap to take in about half an hour. Bless you. Bless you. Chip booger. So I think that we are going to go ahead and cap this out here. If you have any other questions, feel free to comment down below, or go on over to my Instagram, send me a DM over there. I'll be happy to answer any questions that you have. And if you're a mama just like me, I'd love to be walking along your journey with you. I know motherhood can be kind of lonely sometimes, especially if you are a stay-at-home mom. So please, let's be a BFS. Go over to my Instagram, comment here, and let's hang out. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll see you guys next video.
Spot on the offensive line that you have to try and patch up this off season, like trying to find someone new, drafting a guy. Now the Titans
You
want
watching
to
Dada?
draft a guy. They can draft him, have him come in behind Ben Jones, learn from him, which would be awesome. And you're not just throwing him in there to the wolves right to start. Got some more comments rolling in here.